Rad family. To mark the third and final video of Creepypasta Week, we are going to do something different. We are going to do a Q&A, but it's going to be about Creepypasta since obviously it's Creepypasta Week. I've taken a few questions that you have all asked me in the comments of previous videos or on Twitter and Instagram, and I've compiled them and I'm going to answer them now. I hope to continue this discussion down in the comments below, so if you have any more questions you want answered or you have your own answers to some of these questions that I've asked, I would love to read them. If you haven't seen the previous two videos of this week, I'll make sure to put a link down in the description below, and there'll be an annotation to the original Five Nights at Freddy's creepypasta that I wrote at the end of this video. So let's get to it. What is a creepypasta? Essentially, a creepypasta is just an online scary story. It's very similar to an urban legend, it just materialized online. Creepypastas came about by people sharing short scary stories on discussion boards and email, and creepypasta gets its name from copypasta, which gets its name from copying paste, which is what you would do to share the story. I like to think of creepypastas as an online version of a campfire story. You know, where you would sit around with like a couple of friends at night just sharing these super scary stories that you would come up with on the top of your head usually, just to give each other nightmares. And that's why they're so fun. Which creepypasta do you like the least? Ooh, I get this question quite a bit. You know, I don't really want to tell people which creepypastas I don't like, just because everyone has their own opinions, and I would hate to say, oh, I don't like this creepypasta, and then it turns out it's like your favorite creepypasta, and either it would make you upset or make you feel, oh, maybe this shouldn't be my favorite creepypasta if other people don't like it. I don't want to ever make someone feel like their opinion is bad. Does that make sense? So instead of just saying, oh, I don't like this specific creepypasta, did I say Pacific? So instead of saying, oh, I don't like this, why can I say specific? So instead of saying I don't like this specific creepypasta title, I'll just tell you guys the general thing I don't like in creepypastas. In general, I just don't like creepypastas that are like 10 pages long. I don't know, I just feel like it's usually, not all the time, sometimes 10 pages is necessary, but for the most part, I feel like it's just filler. Like the first paragraph's really good, and then there'll be a paragraph in the middle that's really good, and then the ending will hopefully be super good, but then everything in between is just, oh, well, I didn't need that. So yeah, I don't like super unnecessarily long creepypastas. I prefer mine to be like a page, maybe a page and a half. I'm also not a big fan when there's no clues. You know what I mean? Like where the ending is like completely unexpected, but like not in a good way. Like it's not a twist ending, it's just they felt like they just wanted to throw these two sentences last second. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't like when there's not an overall theme. I like there to be like subtle hints throughout the creepypasta, and then the ending just makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's another thing. I hate when creepypastas just end. Like, he woke up, and then he got murdered. The end. Like, I don't know. Like, I just invested like 10 minutes reading this. Maybe there should be a little bit more to it. But I don't know, that's just me. What is your favorite creepypasta? You know, and this question's also a hard one because I have quite a few that I really like. And usually when people ask me this question, I'll respond with, oh, it's bedtime story or lightning. So I'll usually just name like a couple because I can never really pick one. But now that I have to answer this question, yeah, it just can't be one. My mood changes. I could say, oh, this week it's this one, but then next week it'll be this one. I am a very wishy-washy person when it comes to picking my favorites of things. So I'll put links to the description of those two creepypastas if you would like to read them. I have covered them in other creepypasta lists before, so you might have already heard me talk about them. To keep on rambling, I'm going to answer this question very similar to how I answered my least favorite creepypastas, and I'll just give you guys like a generalized theme, I guess, theme that I like. I really like creepypastas that sound like they really could have happened. Very realistic. And I also really like email style creepypastas. I also really enjoy micro creepypastas, or I think they're just called micropastas, which are just creepypastas that are very short. Like they're supposed to be like no longer than 2 paragraphs or like 500 words. They're usually just so well written and it's just really quick and to the point, and I just really like that. I guess because I have attention span of a gnat. That's probably why. I think also why it's so hard to pick just one creepypasta as my favorite is because usually I read like a dozen creepypastas in one sitting. And so when you read so many at once, they just kind of like build upon each other, and like the overall atmosphere of your room that you're in gets super creepy. So when you're reading 10 creepypastas at a time and they're all pretty good, it just kind of influences your opinion on them, you know? Can you make more original creepypastas? Oh my goodness, I had to say, I was so excited to share that video with you guys. And I just can't get over the immense amount of support and love and encouragement and just niceness that you all shared with me on that story. That just, it warmed my heart. You guys just mean so much to me. But anyways, back to the question. I had to get that off my chest because you guys just made me feel so good about this. Yes, if you guys want to see more original creepypastas, I would love to. I love writing, and like I said in that video, I couldn't believe that it had taken me that many years to actually try to write my own creepypasta. I already have a few ideas written down on my phone that I'm going to try, and maybe I'll post one next week. Can I send you my own creepypasta? Yes, of course. Oh my goodness, I'd be so honored if you would allow me to read your own work. Just DM me. Is that what it's called? DM me? Send me a private message. You know, you can send me a private message on here or on Twitter. YouTube is a bit weird when it comes to private messages. They don't notify you for some reason when you have a new message. So if you do want to send me it in a private message, just leave me a comment in my videos because I always see all my comments, and just tell me, oh hey, I wrote you a creepypasta and I just sent it to you. If you just want to send it to me to read, I will be more than happy to read it. And if you want to send it to me in hopes that I will use it in a creepypasta list, that would be fantastic. I would absolutely love it if you would allow me to use your work in a list video. I mean, that would be really, really cool if one day that we could just make list videos entirely out of like the Rad family's own work. And I would be more than happy to link it to your channel, or if you have a website. I always put links to the original creepypastas that I don't write in the description box of the video that it's used in. What's the scariest creepypasta you've ever read? You know, oh my goodness, that one goes back to every day I have a new answer, you know? As much as I like realistic creepypastas, I really, really enjoy the paranormal ones also. I do think the paranormal entity ones are much harder to write for them to be good, just because it's very easy just to rely on the fact that it's a ghost or, oh, it's a monster in your bed. It's very easy to just rely on that to make it scary and not really anything else. You know, I'm drawing a blank. I really cannot, I'm so disappointed in myself. I really cannot think of a specific title. What creepypasta character do you like the most? I really like creepypastas that have like the main antagonist is a little girl. Oh my goodness, something about, or just little kids in general, I guess it doesn't have to be a little girl. Something about little kids is just so creepy. I think it has to do with like their innocence and you're not expecting them to be evil, but yes, little kids, super creepy. If a story has little kids in it, more than likely it's gonna scare me. I guess you're looking for an answer like Slender Man or Jeff the Killer. And you know, I tell you the truth, I haven't really read a lot of those types of creepypastas. Like I read obviously the originals, but I didn't really read stories inspired by them. Besides, I read Origin, which was a really good Slender Man creepypasta. Yeah, I don't know. I really, like I said, I don't really read series. I have the attention span of the gnat. I like short, quick stories. I can just move on to the next one. So I'm just gonna answer with that. Little kids, super creepy. They're my favorite characters to be in a creepypasta. Which creepypasta do you think should be made into a movie? All of them? Oh my goodness. Can Hollywood please take a lesson from the online community? Some of these creepypastas are just so phenomenally written, or even if they're not phenomenally written, they still have an overall idea that's so terrifying and they paint an awesome picture in your head. Tell you the truth, a lot of the creepypastas I read are way better than any movie that is on Netflix. I think it would be super cool if all of like the OG creepypastas could be made into movies, not like a short film, because I know there's quite a few short films based off of creepypastas, but I want like a full-fledged, high production valued, good actors, an awesome screenplay, just an overall movie that does these stories justice. When did you start reading creepypasta? So it was 6th grade. I was 12 years old, I believe. I spent a lot of time in my room, always on the computer. I think MySpace days. In MySpace, there was always like those chain letters that would be sent around. So those were obviously my first stories I ever read, because I befriended a lot of people that liked that kind of stuff. I then transitioned to No Sleep. I think this was a few years later though, because I'm not sure when that subreddit was created. But yes, every night on that. So the last question is a two-parter. Can you do more creepypasta lists? And do you have a schedule for uploading? Yes, of course. I love making these creepypasta videos, and from what it sounds like, you guys really like them too. And the second part of the question, do you have an uploading schedule? No, I don't have an uploading schedule, just because it does take a bit longer. I used to just do one once a month. I am trying to do them a lot more frequently because you guys do enjoy them. So I'm thinking for at least this summer, I can't guarantee forever, but for this summer right now, I'm gonna try my hardest to post one once a week. As for a specific day, I'm gonna go with Saturday. I think Saturday, did I say Saturday weird? I feel like I said it weird. I'm gonna go with Saturday just because I feel like if you want to have nightmares, the weekend is a good day to have nightmares. But don't hold me to the Saturday thing. I will try my hardest to do once a week, but maybe not always on a Saturday. Like if something happens, something comes up, or I think of another video idea that I want to post like that day. So Saturday is not 100% guaranteed, but once a week is. I hope that answers that question. Okay, well that does it for this video. That does it for the very first Rad Chat Q&A. And this also wraps up the very first Creepypasta week. I want to thank you so much not only for watching today's video, but for watching this whole Creepypasta week. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not yet part of this Radtastic community, well, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join today. Until next time, bye!